just a little while. I see it.
Exactly.
Hey,
Thank you,
welcome,
Ramon.
welcome,
Else? I
welcome. My
don't
name
want to
is
close off
Ramon
the mic. I don't
Ray,
want to take Ramon's
talking
time, but
about health
anybody
and
else want to
leadership and so much
jump
more,
in right before we
especially if
hand
you're
off?
watching the replay. Thanks for listening and stay tuned.
I am going to introduce to you Ramon Ray, now the question asker, the person who sits in the uncomfortable zone on our behalf and leads us in such an amazing, amazing way. Let's unmic and welcome Ramon Ray to Breakfast with Champions. I'll pass the mic.
Ramon Ray.
Thank you, Dr. Jeannie, and all. Good morning, Dr. Jeannie. You got 3 more minutes? One or 2 more minutes? You got to run.
I do. I'm good.
Awesome. I just wanted to say thank you for your segment. I love the fish story, and it's amazing. A lot of the things you just said, I wrote down the note, Dr. Jeannie, from your list of attitude, customer service, make someone's, what'd you say, make someone's day, right?
Make some days. Now, that's from the fish philosophy.
I got
can't
it.
take credit for that.
No, I
but
understand.
yes.
Fish philosophy. And then
Yes.
fun. I'm
Make
going to
some
talk
days.
about some of those things today as I relay
Perfect.
my experience with Carter Myers Automotive. But Dr. Jeannie, how was your weekend? I heard, you had some challenges there. So sorry about that, but I hope things are I hope there's a light of, and if there's not light, as it were, we say it, I know the team here, the community here is here for you. So,
well, I feel
it's
your
good to hear your
prayers, and I
voice.
felt them all weekend, and it was an amazing weekend. It's been an amazing month. But yes, my dad is fighting some things. He has turned a corner, though. We hope that he's 93 and he is a fighter. He catches the fish. He catches the fish. So he's a retired hospital chaplain, but not used to being in the bed. He's used to asking the questions. So, but it's been a good weekend because all those stories, Ramon.
Yes.
When you're sitting here thinking, and all of a sudden Angela's giving me examples. I mean, give me help on dad, and yet reminding me about Pike Place. And our church group came in and started talking about fish. You're surrounded by people, and we're reminded this is how we keep going.
That's
This is
right.
how we keep going in the midst. And even when you were telling the Carter Myers stories, it reminds me. I did a lot of work with the BMW and sat in that showroom with customers. All these things remind us, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So thank you, Ramon.
Dr. Jeannie, you are welcome, and thank you for being an amazing friend. And I think Larissa may have jumped off, but Larissa's segments always are amazing as she asks introspecting questions. Dre Baldwin, I think, is coming up after me in about 27 minutes. But Dr. Jeannie, indeed, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. As we carry on Breakfast with Champions, my name is Ramon Ray. We are live across a variety of platforms, live on Instagram, live on a variety of video platforms. We're going to share some video out today, in fact, of my weekend experience being with Scott Simons and the Carter Myers Automotive team. It's been such an amazing experience. So I have some video and photos to show you, those of you who are watching me live, you want to get on any one of the video platforms I have. Many of you know this. And yes, indeed, thank you so much, Dora Maria. This is brought to you by Celebrity CEO. We have our next coaching call, by the way, tonight at 7 p.m. where we are definitely transforming lives. So if you want to get in on that coaching with Ramon Ray, definitely want to check out celebritysceo.com/coaching, celebritysceo.com/coaching, or download the blueprint. But let's dive into it today. And good morning, Stars Tina. Good morning, Dora Maria and Christina. Haven't talked to you, Dora Maria and Christina, in a hot minute, it seems like to me. But I think that's seasonal. But I hope you all are well. Glad to see those hearts. And Pastor Jeff, thanks for being here. Megan DiMartino, my guy, TM, Dre, and of course, my brother from another mother, Scott Simons. Always good hanging with you and your team, brother. And I know you're probably doing some things. No need to come off mute unless you wish. In a bit, I'm going to talk about our time together. But Fiona, good to have you here. Angeline, good to have Maria. What's up, BJ? Mac is here. Ramona's in the house. Thanks, Ramona, for having me on your platform. Iman is here. Dr. Iman, good to have you. The strategy is here. Andy and Sonia and MN and Haji and Valita and Daniel and so many more. Sobin is here. Free is here, and others are in the room. So glad you're all here. Don't forget, share out the room if we've earned this, if it's providing value to you. Danette, good morning. If it's not providing value to you, if you don't like what you're hearing, please don't share. You know what? If you don't like it, and if this room sucks, still share out the room. Still share out the room. But I'm Ramon Ray, and we're going to share a bit about health and leadership and more, what I learned being with Scott Simons and the Carter Myers Automotive team. Their whole slogan is moving lives forward, and my life was moved forward this past weekend. So those of you who want to see some live video, you definitely want to join me on either Facebook or on my LinkedIn or on Twitter or on YouTube, a variety of ways. You can just find me there. You'll see it in one way or another, and or after the fact, where we're going to play some video and other things. We're going to show from my time together some things I learned. So let's dive into it right now. I'm just going to walk through videos and pictures, and then I'm going to go back to a formal segment. But I had a great time today with the amazing Scott Simons. That picture you're seeing there is me and him as we just finished a heavy workout in the gym. I wanted to capture that picture raw and unfiltered with me and Scott Simons. What a great time we had together. There's a picture there of me at the F45 gym in Stanton, Virginia, with the team there, some guests, some visitors, some customers working out. I got my butt kicked. Those who are seeing this picture on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook are seeing this picture there with the team here, and some those who I knew already, and some who I didn't see, who I met for the first time. But that was amazing to see them. And again, just so those know, this is not shown per se on the Instagram side, but it is shown on the LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube side. So there's a picture there of us together. That was beautiful. Here's a picture here that I'm showing here with Ben St. Hours, I believe the name was pronounced, and some other members of the team there. This is the Honda side, I believe it is, but again, several different car brands CMA serves to its customers. Here I am with Josiah Bayak. I want to give Josiah a shout out. Hey, good morning, Scott. I see you on IG. Definitely give Josiah a shout out. This is a young man, my nephew, in fact, who works with me in Celebrity CEO and other things. I said, listen, I'm driving about 7 hours south, and some people can hop in a car and drive hours and hours and hours. That's not me. I'll doze after about 4 hours or so. And so I said, hey, listen, can you join me here? And he did, and he had a good time as well. This is Josh O, as Glenn Lundy Austin says, as I have pictured here in this picture, me and him there. And I want to talk about an amazing young lady that I met. Her name is Mindy. We talk a lot about Ritz-Carlton experience, other Zappos experience, and these things are kind of like mythical to many of us. We hear about them in the annals of corporate media and business books. But Mindy is a lady who is doing exactly what those amazing experiences we read about, we hear about in corporate America. Mindy showed me video after video after video, and I was so impressed of her seeing what can I do, as in what can Mindy do to delight a CMA customer? What can Mindy do? She dreams of ways to make it an amazing experience. And this is one thing I shared at the CMA team as I was talking to them about personal branding briefly, but I learned so much more from them. This is not just the territory of Amazon and Zappos and Ritz-Carlton and these famous brands we hear. Every company can do this with some thought, with some intentionality. It's just about thinking, how do I make this customer feel special? And Mindy does that day in and day out. Whether it's a simple thing like balloons or chocolates or gift wrapping a car, dressing up. Amazing how Mindy's creativity shines forth and becomes the story of legend of CMA, the Carter Myers Automotive Group, 100-year-old company. 100-year-old company, 4 presidents. Liza Borchers, I believe, is the 4th president, owner of the company, and general managers and amazing partners who have a share in that company, like our friend Scott Simon. Good morning, Facebook user. Glad you're here. I see that fist bump. So this is the experience I had with CMA, and I'm going to show some video here online, and then I'm going to jump back in the clubhouse. But it's good to see the IG world coming up. And by the way, I invite the IG world as well. If you want to join me in a minute here and come on video and just chat with me a bit, you're welcome to do that. And then I'll turn to Clubhouse as well. I like this multimedia experience. So I'm going to show a little bit of video, and I know everybody's not seeing this on the Clubhouse side. That's okay, but I'm going to show a few things. So one, this is me on a rowing machine. A skiing machine. The skiing machine. Oh, you got it. And I'm relatively healthy. I could be a lot more fit, but was Sonia, I believe it was Sonia, the trainer we had at F45, embodying that CMA leadership mentality. You heard her voice. I'm going to play it again. Let me know if you heard this.
I got it.
Did you hear that? She said, you got it. Sonia was walking all around, not like a hard charging, person beating us into shape, but she was encouraging us into shape. And I feel in a way that's how Scott Simons runs what he does at CMA. It's not running around like a dictator wondering, can I get you? Can I get you? Who can I get? No, but I felt the spirit of Scott Simons was running around knowing, how can I serve my team? How can I add value to them? How can I make them be the best person they can be? And this is what true leadership is like, ladies and gentlemen. We know this, but this is what true leadership is like. And those of you who want to see Scott Simons, I got a sneak peek of the amazing Scott Simons working out as well. You can see this in 2 seconds on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube, because it's amazing when somebody talks. Yeah, I talk about health. Yeah, I talk about leadership. But to see the big dog, Scott Simons, he's out there front and center doing exactly what he pushes his team to do. That was, again, I know it, but it was just cool to see that. The leader out there as well, doing what he says. So here's a quick clip. This is no joke. This is the leader of the pack, the leader of the tribe, doing exactly what he says. I saw Scott's post. We're going to be here at 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I told my boy Josiah, I'm like, dude, I got to speak at 8 and they got a 5:30 a.m. workout. How's that going to be? But Scott Simons and team was there. So that was so encouraging. Here's another picture here, a little clip. I want to play this for you so you can hear this. I interviewed Scott Simons and Sonia. Now, keep in mind, this is right after they finished an intense workout, sweat dripping off their faces. They're both tired. Well, Sonia was doing in the training session, so her body was a bit more tuned at this time, meaning because she wasn't doing the high intensity part. She was encouraging us. Scott Simons was the one getting his butt kicked, in the gym here. But listen to this short interview. I'm not sure if I'll play it all, but listen to this. So listen, we just finished a high intensity workout at we'll say, yeah, we just finished a high intensity workout at F45. First name again?
Sonia.
Sonia, you were cheering us on at center. Why is that so important? Talk to me about that real quick.
I love it. F45 is about changing lives. Starting the morning off with tons of energy, you're going to have the most productive day you've ever had.
I love it. Scott, why do you bring your team here? Why is it? I know this is more than health for you. This is about leadership more. Talk to me about that.
It's team building. It's making sure they live a healthy lifestyle. We really preach to our team to try to be the best person in all aspects of life. That's health, that's relationships with their family, being a good dad, being a good wife, being a good husband, being a good father. And
so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you can hear the passion in Scott's voice right when he's on the mat, right when he's at the gym, still moving lives forward. So in about 10 seconds, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to end the live video. By the way, if anybody wants to join me on IG, I do like to bring in video and other people. If you want to, just put join Ramon on video, hit that little button there, and I'll bring you on IG, and we will hear you also on the Clubhouse side. But I'm going to show one more quick clip. And I think Dr. Jeannie may have mentioned this in her segment. This is about the importance of having fun. You can't just work. But I think it's important to integrate fun and a bit of just lightness in what you're doing as well. And this was experienced here. So much here. Check this video out as well. Ben of CMA here. What am I doing?
All right, look, this is Sam Sirath. He is our sales manager at Valley Honda. Sam is from Cuba.
Okay.
He's making Cuban coffee.
Let's go.
Only the best.
Oh!
Look. Only the best.
Okay.
Straight. He gets it trucked here from Miami. Look
wow,
at the,
I love it.
Look at the sugar. Look at the.
You can't beat that. I had a cup of fresh Cuban coffee. Hola, señorita, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Ramon Aurelio Rayo. Todo está bien. Por la gracia de Dios, mi corazón is just full of joy because I'm on Breakfast of Champions. That's about all the Spanish I know. But it was amazing. This was a whole quote-unquote Disneyland, as it were, experience, Ritz-Carlton experience. Take your pick of a brand you love that treats you so well at Carter Myers Automotive. And what get you fresh Cuban brewed coffee? Which reminds me, this episode is brought to you by Celebrity CEO and Cafe Bustelo.
Correct. Yeah.
You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Got to do it. Come on, Mike, anytime.
Hey, Ramon, this is
What's up,
Scott.
brother? Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, good morning. Thank you, first of all, for coming down and pouring into our team. I tell you what, I try to bring the energy, but when you joined us that morning and worked out with our team, which I know can be a bit rough,
Mm-hmm.
one, they thoroughly enjoyed you being there. Two, they learned a bunch from you. But when you took the stage Saturday morning at our sales meeting and poured into our team, the response and the results of that day were big. And I invited some of the people in here that were actually on our team. I see our
Oh,
fearless leader
wow.
Liza is there, which it all starts with Liza. So we are just, we're part of Carter Myers Automotive Group. We move lives forward, and it starts at the top, at the very top with her, and then it just trickles down to our 1,200 or so associates. And we just wrapped up our owners meeting and just had our largest stock price increase ever, and we just shared our largest amount of net profits with our over 1,200 associates. So I'm super proud to be associated with Carter Myers Automotive Group in an ESOP where we actually share. Everyone in our company is the owner of our company, and I invited, Corey Darkus is here, Rob from service. Mayor is here. I invited Mindy up a couple times, which I know you spent some time with her to see her
Yes.
custom delivery. Some of these people are fairly new to the app, but I invited Mindy and I invited some people in. So if you'd want to,
Yes.
actually talk to them while they're here. Obviously, I'm on this app, quite a bit with you, but I brought some people in that you could actually, ask about the experience. But on behalf of our teams, we're going to order 75 copies of your book today.
Thank you,
But on
brother.
behalf of our teams, I just want to sincerely thank you for coming down and changing a lot of lives and helping us move a lot of lives forward. It was a magical visit, brother, and my team was pretty wowed by the Ramon Ray experience. So I just want to say thank you so very much. But I do have some team members here.
Yes, Scott, we'll do it right now, Scott, and thank you for inviting me. Listen, time is short, so we'll do it right now. But Liza, if you're available to unmic Liza, because as Scott said, it starts with you. And Liza, I must say, and Scott, I hope it was okay, I spied on Liza too. I asked people, tell me about Liza. Is it fictional or is it real? They were like, no, Liza's a ninja. She's the real deal. So if you got 2 seconds, Liza, I'd love to hear from you. If you can't, it is no problem, Liza.
Hey, good morning, Ramon. I was so bummed that I missed you by just a few hours. I was there all day Friday doing the owners meetings and was not able to be there on Saturday morning. But what a wonderful impact you had on our team between the social media posts that I saw from so many of our Valley associates, to the comments they were making to each other, and then the numbers that I saw them put up on Saturday. You certainly made a difference in our lives, and grateful to have you there.
Oh, Liza, thank you so much. And there will be many, many more times, I'm sure. I'm going to take that drive down at least quarterly if I can, just to sit and learn from you. So, Liza, thank you so much. Liza, of course, running the entire CMA group. All right. Anybody from the CMA team just want to unmic, not about me per se, but what was that experience like on Saturday? Talks about your role. Anybody from the CMA, you know who you are, just unmic and say, yo, Ramon, I'm so-and-so, and chat for a bit. Let's go. Anybody wants to. And if not, it's okay. But who wants to? Let's see. I see
I know
Robert's
our
there.
team. I know our team's not bashful. Mayor Robert, I see you're there. I keep inviting Mindy up. Corey, I see you're there. Share about Ramon's visit. I know y'all aren't short of words. Go ahead and speak, please.
And
Hey, Ramon,
hey,
it's
Corey.
Corey.
What's up, brother? Mike's yours. Go for it.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, I just want to say thank you, man, for coming in and pouring into the team. Like Scott said, the energy that you brought to the team was, Scott brings it every day to us, and then it was just great to see another person as energetic as him, to lead the team, lead the meeting in the morning, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Corey. And I was trying to catch up with you on the F45 gym floor, man. That was you a beast, man. So thank you for having me. And it was great just to see you in your environment, serving customers and your smile. That was beautiful. Thank you, Corey. Anybody else? And again, I think that's the same Mindy. Mindy, if you're able and you want to, Mindy, no problem, Robert. Anybody else will leave space for the CMA team to unmic and just share a little bit and say hello. And
Hey, Mindy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mindy, you just hit the bottom right-hand corner. That's the little speaker. That's the mic. Just hit that bottom right-hand corner and you'll be able to speak if you're available. But he referenced your custom deliveries that you do, where you do a delivery specific to the consumer based on the research you've done. done all sorts of things to bring that Ritz-Carlton type of experience that we train on all the time. So if you're available, you, Robert, or Mary, any of y'all, just hit the bottom right and you can just unmute and talk about your experience with Ramon visiting on Saturday. Feel free. Go ahead, Mindy.
Hey, Mindy.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good, Mindy. Welcome. Good to be here, Mindy. So Scott said I referenced what you do at CMA. Mindy, take 10 seconds. Can you just share a little bit about why you do that, how you do it, what we can learn from delivering a great experience, and feel free to let people know who you are, what you do at CMA.
Hey, I'm Mindy Hartzell. I'm BDC agent here at CMA Valley Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and also Volkswagen. And I really enjoy putting a smile on people's face. You never know what's going on in anybody's lives, and just to be able to listen and just make an experience that they'll always have. And they'll also have that memory posted on Facebook every year. It comes back up and they can see what wonderful experience they had here at CMA. I just try to listen as best I can to the customer and I go from there.
And Mindy, one more thing I'll say, Mindy, what I liked is how you had the double delight for that young man. He had the car, little, whatever the kind of car was. He was smiling. And then he opened the door and his smile got bigger as he saw the bigger and like baller car for him. That was pretty cool, Mindy.
Absolutely. It was great.
Love it, Mindy. Last thing I'll ask you, Mindy, what do you like about working at CMA? Why CMA?
CMA doesn't give you limits. Like I said earlier, I started in the accounting office and Scott and Chad kept saying, you'd be really good on sales. You'd be really good on sales. So I come out of my bubble and I tried the internet. And from here, they encouraged me still to brand myself, even though I'm back here in a little tiny office. I brand myself. I'm out there with customers and I can make a difference. And I definitely enjoy having Liza and Scott back me and allowing me to do my craziness that I do for customers.
Craziness for customers of CMA. Mindy, thanks for being here. I love it. Thank you for being here. Robert, or anybody else, Mayor, if anybody wants to join in, let me know. And if not, hey, Robert, I see you on mic, and the mic's yours, brother. Talk to me.
What's going on, Ramon? Thank you again, sir, for coming out this weekend. It was an honor to have you here working out with us, one, and then secondly, just pouring into the team. Obviously, I've kind of told my story before, but those who remember me, I've run the service department at CDJR here in Stanton. Realistically, just a great combination of everything you brought to the table for us over the weekend, and really put it in the forefront of what I need to do next in my ventures in social media with going to video. So I appreciate you giving me that shot and that feedback, and I'm going to utilize it, and you'll be seeing some video coming from me soon, man.
Absolutely. Oh, that's right. I was sharing one thing. I audited some of the CMA team's social media, and they're all doing a fantastic job working with Scott Simons. Of course, you have to. So they're doing a great job. But I was just thinking, how could we take it to the 1% level? So I noticed more of them could do a bit more video. So Robert, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate that. Anybody else, Mayor? I know you're there. If you're able, I see you on mic. The mic's yours, brother. Go for it.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
I feel awesomely blessed and well.
Very good. Hey, I just wanted to first thank you for the challenge at F45, man. You really pushed me. Your words were inspiring, in the meeting. We had a meeting after that, and the team, all they could talk about is the Chef Boyardee and how we got to hold ourselves to a higher standard, because that's how the world view us. And I really appreciate that, man. And we're always going to keep doing that.
You're welcome. What is your role at CMA?
Sales manager at Valley Nissan.
Love it. And what that reference is that Mayor's talking about. Mara, thank you so much for being here, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. What he's talking about is I shared about personal branding. And one small thing I touched on is that, the aspect of nobody wants the no frills generic brand. Nobody wants that. And I showed the generic brand of ravioli. I said, everybody wants a brand that's popping, that's sizzling for sure. So Mayor, Robert, Mindy, Corey, thanks for being here. Scott Simons, anything else you want to add, brother? And before we move on here, and if not, it's no problem. Just give you that space in case you wanted to say anything.
No, Ramon, we just sincerely appreciate you, man. You've been a very good friend of mine. You're a servant friend. You're there. You're super, super, super talented, and you made a mark on our team. And I just want to tell you, thank you so much for coming down and pouring into us, man. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate this, guy. You're so welcome. And it's amazing because I brought, if anybody else wants to jump in, just say, yo, Ramon. So I hear you clearly. Sometimes mics are off.
Hey, Ramon.
Hey, go.
Ramon, it's Liza. I just wanted to make one more comment. I wanted to applaud Scott and thank you, because too often we think inside the box of our own industry, and bringing somebody in from a completely different industry that can one, look at our team, our process, our dealerships from a different perspective, and lend some new ideas in ways that our minds may not work, having been in the auto business for as long as many of us have. So thank you for pouring in our team. Thank you for giving everybody a new perspective, and I can't wait to hopefully watch a recording of it. Thanks, Ramon.
Absolutely. You're welcome, Liza. And I'll be there again. I hope to get down there, every few months or so, whatever it is, just to come down there and even not even speaking, just to learn. But Liza, you're so welcome. Another thing that was interesting, many of you have been to the JW Marriott, and you see that lineage of the Marriott team, whatever the last name is, maybe I think it's the Marriott brothers or son and father. I'm not sure what it is. Point being, it was cool being at Ben's location. I'm sure there's other versions of it, but Ben's location, and seeing the pictures and the plaques and seeing Mr. Myers, I think of the third, etc. So I just want to say, as an outsider, as you said, Liza, as an outsider, I look at those things and I was like, wow. Can celebrity CEO or smart hustle zone of genius, can we be a 100-year-old company? So that was amazing as well. So kudos again, everybody. I'm Ramon Ray. This is Breakfast with Champions. 4 minutes to go before my friend, the amazing Dre Baldwin's coming up. What I'm going to do right now is end the live stream on Instagram. Those of you watching me on Instagram, thanks for being here. Do share this segment out as I hit that button there. Those of you watching me across the live stream, across a variety of platforms, thanks for watching me there. Let me end that real quick.